Thank you. Hey, just one quick announcement. You know, last time I showed up, I came with the regular crackers. I switched to wheat because I want you guys to be more healthy. Be healthy like me. So if you like a wheat cracker, there you go. There's my deal. Wheat crackers, all right. Hey, I will pass out crackers for those who are listening well to my little talk. But hey, I want to thank you guys for coming. You know that you showed up to the VIP session for my show tonight, a little Q&A session. So thanks for being such great fans. Thanks for being such great supporters of my show and my cracker karate magic. Can I get a show of hands who likes my cracker karate magic? Woo! Show your hands. I want to hear it. Show your hands. That's right. That's right. He likes it. Yeah. Okay, so you got to stay away from there. It's your face. All right. Hey, take my cracker. Crackers coming your way. Let me tell you that. Okay. All right. So, hey, during this session, what I want to do is I want to open it up for a little question and answer about, kind of who I am and kind of what I do. So, are there anybody got any questions out there for me and kind of what I do? Yeah, you do. Karate. Hi-ya, that's what I do, okay? Any other questions out there? Yes, great. Okay, thank you.
Were there any childhood experiences that helped you become the person that you are today?
Man, that's a great question. Let me say what she said so you guys can hear this over here. Were there any childhood experiences that I had that made me the karate magician that I am today? Now, I'll answer some questions later, so you can put your hand down right now. Okay? That's a great question, Grace. Hey, raise your hand. I want you to put up your hand. I want you to show me how old you are with your fingers. Okay? You're 6. That's a good number. You're 6 too. Okay, you're old. Okay, A, yes? 11. All right, that's good. All right, 9. Okay, so now that I know how old you guys are, let me tell you this. When I was your age, okay, I learned a huge lesson about honesty. Now, I was in school. I went to 2 different schools. In the morning, I went to my magician school called Hocus Pocus Prep, okay? And at night, I went to my karate jiu-jitsu classes. Okay, so I didn't have any time to do any like play video games or hopscotch or, paint things. I didn't have any time. I was at Hocus Pocus Prep in the morning, and at night, I was at karate jiu-jitsu class. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, it does. Okay? So, now, I'm in this class, right? I got a big test. Who had a big test? Anybody have any big tests? Hard tests? Anybody have a hard test? Okay. Well, I had a really hard test. And this test was over birds. I had a bird test. Okay, you know how magicians make birds and doves just appear out of their sleeve and stuff? And out of flowers? Tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give me a yeah.
You.
Give me a yeah.
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 Okay, so I had this bird test. Okay? Really hard test. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I didn't study very much. You want to know why? Do you want to know why? You specifically. Yeah. Do you want to know why I didn't study? Because I also that same day had a test in my karate class on bricks. Right? How to break bricks. Like with your hand. Specifically, I had a test on how to break bricks with my forehead. Kind of like something like this. Hi-ya! You know what I'm saying? Okay, no reaction. Okay, I like that.
Yeah!
Okay, absolutely nothing. So, I had a brick test. I studied really hard. I didn't have enough time to study for my bird test. So, I'm just telling you the truth, guys. I did this and it was a bad, bad idea. I took a cheat sheet into my test on birds. I took a little cheat sheet with some answers and some clues on how to do well on a test. And guess what? Just like a magician, I said, I made that little cheat sheet appear like that, right? And I saw the answers, I wrote them down, and I said, and I made it disappear again, right? Because I'm a magician, I can do that kind of stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? So, hold on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I got caught. Okay, here's where it goes back. I got caught. My teacher's name was Mr. Eggroll. Okay? Mr. Eggroll. Mr. Eggroll, whenever, you know when you make something appear and disappear, there's like a little thing of smoke that comes up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I made it disappear. Mr. Eggroll saw the smoke. He knew I had cheated. Mr. Eggroll said, young Mr. Poof Phoey, I need you at the front of the class. So I walk up there and I'm sweating bullets. Right? Mr. Eggroll, he says, young Mr. Poof Phoey, you cheat on test? And I looked him in the eye. And I had a choice at that time, didn't I? I had a choice whether I was going to tell the truth or I was going to lie to him. Okay? This was a big thing. So I looked at Mr. Eggroll and I said, hey, Mr. Eggroll, I did cheat on the test. I'm really sorry. I didn't have enough time. I know it was a bad decision, but I cheated on this test. And he was not very happy. Okay, so Mr. Eggroll, you know what he did? He said, young Mr. Poof Phoey, your assignment now is that I need you to go and read 2 Kings 5 and come back the next day and give me a report on what had happened in 2 Kings 5. I said, okay. So I went home that night and I opened up my Bible and I opened it up to 2 Kings 5. Does anybody know the story that's in 2 Kings 5 about Naaman? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this story because this is what I learned. So, there's this general named Naaman, all right? Stay with me. Good crackers for good listening, like this young man right here. Hi-ya, okay? Hi-ya, okay? All right? So, listen. There's this guy named Naaman, and he's a general, right? Naaman, unfortunately, got this thing called leprosy. And leprosy is a bad skin disease where your skin kind of falls off and it gets flaky. It's not good. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I learned about that at my grandma's church.
Yeah.
This is my grandpa's.
Oh, okay now. So, Naaman's got this thing called leprosy. Bad deal. Everybody shake their head. Nope, that ain't good. Shake that head. Shake that head.
One time a lamb had all its hair fall off.
That ain't good. That ain't good. Okay, so Naaman's got leprosy. His wife heard from one of her servants that there's a prophet in Israel that says that he could heal this leprosy. Right? So if you had leprosy, put yourself in Naaman's shoes. And you heard that somebody said that they could cure that leprosy. Would you not go find that person really fast?
Yes.
Shake your head and say, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Naaman, hiya, gets on his chariot, hiya, okay, and he rides towards Israel. He goes and he finds Elijah. And Elijah says, Naaman, this is what I need you to do. I need you to dip yourself in the water, in the river 7 times. So what do you think Naaman does? Dips in the river 7 times. Okay? He comes up and he's healed. That's pretty cool, ain't it? So what happens? Naaman goes right back to Elijah the prophet and says, hey Elijah, thank you so much. Hiya. Okay? Elijah, because you've healed me, I want to give you all this stuff. I want to give you some clothes. I want to give you some food. I want to give you, what's your favorite candy? Kit Kat? I'm going to give you mounds and mounds of Kit Kats, all right? Gives her tons of stuff. Well, tries to give the prophet tons of stuff. Elijah says, no, I don't need any of that. Thank you, I appreciate it, but no thanks, right? So Naaman says, thank you, I'm out of here. Hiya. Okay? Naaman gets on his chariot, he's driving back home, and all of a sudden, one of Elijah's servants named Gehazi, can everybody say Gehazi?
Gehazi.
Can everybody say Gehazi?
Gehazi.
Okay, so Gehazi tracks Naaman down and he taps him on the shoulder. Gehazi says, hey, I got some servants up on the hill that would love to get some of that stuff you're trying to give to Elijah, right? Naaman goes, yeah, for sure. Here you go, right? What does Gehazi do with it? He takes it away. He takes that stuff and he puts it in his own house. He lied about what he had done, didn't he? What he was going to do. So he goes back to Elijah, right? And he says, and Elijah asks Gehazi, where have you been? What do you think Gehazi said?
Nowhere.
I haven't been doing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Guess what Elijah does? He says, I know what you did. And you lied to me. And because of that, you will get the leprosy that Naaman had been cured of. And not only that, but you and your family will also have the leprosy that I just cured Naaman from. Whoa, that's tough stuff, ain't it? That's not good. So, Gehazi gets leprosy and all of his family gets it too. That's a bad deal. So I came back to Mr. Eggroll and I told him about the story. And I told him and I said, hey, Mr. Eggroll, I'm so sorry for cheating and lying to you. I was totally wrong. And I promise to tell you the truth from now on and to be honest with you. And you know what Mr. Eggroll told me? He said, young Poof Phoey, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your honesty. You know why? Because you're building trust. You have built trust with me to tell me the truth even when it's going to get you in trouble. And I thought that was pretty cool. And so from that day on, I understood how important it was to tell the truth and to be honest with those around me. Because think about it, if I had told Mr. Eggroll that I didn't cheat on the test, he wouldn't have ever trusted me for a long while, right? I lied to him, didn't I? But I chose to say the truth and be honest with him. And I built trust with him. And so, here's the deal, guys. You guys all have opportunities to tell the truth or to lie all throughout the week, don't you? Did your mom ever ask you, hey, did you clean your room this morning? And you lie and say, yeah, I did. And you know you didn't? I know one. I don't like brushing my teeth. I'm just being honest, okay? Sometimes I got breath that if you smell it, it'll punch you in the mouth. Woo! It stinks. Okay? My mom used to ask me all the time, hey, young Mr. Poof Phoey, you brush your teeth this morning? And I'd say, yes, I did. And the truth was I didn't. See how easy it is for us to lie and make up little lies like that? We lose trust when we lie to those around us, don't we? Yeah, we do. And so what I'm saying is, let's not do that. Let's be honest and tell the truth even when it's hard or even when it's easy. Because we want to build trust with people. Not only with other people, guys, but think about being honest with God. Being honest about what's going on. Telling him what's going on in your life. He already